Welcome back. My computer always deletes stuff. So let me go ahead and underline and bracket what we decided was important. So Trisha had 600 baked goods. First, second, and third each brought in the same amount. So it looks like first, second, and third, we're helping her gather the baked goods for her to sell. All right. So here's our strip diagram. So our whole amount is 600. Now, how many grades helped Trisha? Well, it sounded like first grade, second grade, and third grade helped. All right. So how many groups is that? 3 groups. So what we're doing is we're making a strip diagram with 3 groups. Each one of these groups represents one of the grade levels. Now it says that each grade level brought in the same, the same amount. Oops, not that either. Okay, so write an equation that represents G, the number of baked goods each grade brought. It says first, second, and third grade each brought in the same amount. So if they each brought in the same amount, then I think they each brought in G. Right? Write an equation that represents G, the number of baked goods each grade brought. So if they all brought in the same amount, first grade, second grade, and third grade, and it all totals 600, let's find out what the total that each grade brought was. So, once again, our total, our whole, we can call it A, is 600, right? And then we don't know what G equals. That's the part that we're trying to figure out. We do know that we have 3 groups of G, all right? So 3 groups of G is equal to 600. 1, 2, 3 G's is equal to 600. Remember that 3G equals 600 means 3 times G equals 600. So we don't know what G is. So with a fact family, is there some kind of problem that might be easier than this one to figure out what our answer is? Remember, if we want to find the answer for this one, basically all we have to do is figure out what number could we replace G with? .com is barking in the background. He sees someone walking outside. Okay, so 3 times what number equals 600? All right, so if we use our zeros trick, 3 times what equals 6? All right, now all the dogs are interested. Okay, so 3 times 2 equals 6. So 3 times 200 equals 600. I think someone's home. Okay, so 600 is equal to 600. So G is equal to 200. All right, so I hope you got that. There's an easier way though, right? Remember that we could also say that 600 divided into 3 groups is the same thing as G. Remember, it's like a fact family. So 3 times G equals 600. That means that 600 divided by 3 equals G. 600 divided into 3 groups equals G. So we can just use the zeros trick. 600 divided by 3. Cover up the zeros. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then 2 zeros covered up. So 200 is equal to G. Remember, we can also do all sorts of things. We can use long division. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. 3 goes into 0 0 times. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 goes into 0 0 times, because 3 times 0 is 0. All right, and then we're done. No remainder. Remainder's up. 0. Either way, we can get 200. So if we have 3 groups of 200, then in the end, we have the total of 600.